in that direction. We can bring the ground units in and at least get them to start looking.
According to an Alzheimer's Association report, 10,000 people who live in Washoe County are living with Alzheimer's or related dementia, and that 7 out of 10, or 7,000 of those individuals, will wander at some point in their journey through their disease process.
There's Marston's truck right there. Another survivor walking down the stairs. Yep. That's just a description. Blue jeans, blue shirt, suspenders, ball cap. We've got a good visual on him.
Washoe 6 Zebra 92. I'll be out with the subject at North Valleys Park. If you can have fire and REMSA respond, please. You okay?
Yep.
You're not injured?
Nope.
Well, we got to get you back home.
Okay.
I'm going to have the fire department come in and check you out, okay? Let's go back and get you out of the heat. Sit in my patrol car.
In 2013, members of the Washoe County Sheriff's Office Vulnerable Persons Unit, Patrol Division, and Community Relations Unit, along with the Kids to Senior Corner team, began to develop a program with materials to provide assistance to caregivers and to educate the public on how they could help someone who wanders away. In January of 2014, this group expanded to include other agencies such as Washoe County's Senior Services, the State of Nevada Aging and Disability Services Division, the Alzheimer's Association, and Alert ID. Together, they developed a community-oriented program to protect these individuals and to assist their caregivers from feeling overwhelmed. The Wandering Project objectives were to protect the vulnerable population who tend to wander off, to inform caretakers in preventing wandering and provide resources to save lives, provide resources to law enforcement, reduce calls for service for missing persons, reduce the number of officers, deputies on a call, reduce the amount of time spent on a wanderer, missing person. The Wandering Project population includes those with Alzheimer's and dementia, Down syndrome, autism, and cognitive issues.
We realized that any first responder responding to a call had no resources to give the families that had somebody that had walked away from their home. So instead of just saying, I don't know what to do, it's a medical issue and not a law enforcement issue, we decided, well, let's give them resources. And that was the first phase. Inside the bag, we have a resource disc, which is good on the computer and a DVD player. And this will provide all the different resources locally in our community. Along with the disc, we have several different flyers and pamphlets to help the families actually know exactly what services would be best to provide for them. Along with the resource pamphlets, we have the CareTrack flyer. The CareTrack flyer advertises exactly what the equipment is that we are using. We'll talk about that. That's the second phase of the program. But this way it helps get them connected and familiar with the equipment that we do use. Also in the bag, we have some simple solutions that the family members may use, which might help prevent the family members from wandering. We've got the child lock doorknob that will help protect them from accessing the door outside. We've got an alarm system with the batteries, and it just applies by tape that they can apply on the door. It sends an audible alarm. We've got a screwdriver to help install and a chain lock that they can apply up high.
Phase 2 of the Wandering Prevention Initiative. A study in North Carolina determined that it costs $1,500 per hour, not including air support, to search for a wandering person. The average time to find a CareTrack client is 25 minutes. With CareTrack systems, a second level of protection is offered to the public. This program consists of a lockable wrist-ankle transmitter issued to at-risk clients who have a tendency to wander. Local law enforcement, as well as Washoe County Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue, are equipped and trained to utilize CareTrack locating equipment. At CareTrack.com, you can watch a 6-minute video that will give you an in-depth perspective.
This is the equipment we use once the CareTrack client has been activated. This is the handheld antenna. It's directional. We can locate somebody within 1 mile. On the backpack here, every first responder that has been trained in CareTrack will be provided one of these backpacks. And inside we have the receiver, which is the brain of the unit. And this is what we use to actually locate. We also have in this bag a space blanket, bottled water, snacks in case we get on scene and they've been dehydrated, they've been there a while, or even if the tracker himself needs water. So we try to provide everything we can for both the safety of the searcher and the victim themselves. With this equipment, we can go up in the helicopter, we can locate the subject within 5 miles.
The CareTrack bracelets have been pre-purchased and will be free to eligible clients. Donations are always welcome towards the Equipment M program. Law enforcement and caregivers can submit a referral at registry.washowpp.org. This information will be forwarded to the Wandering Prevention Program staff for additional follow-up and registration. A web app was designed so that all agencies could share critical information. Law enforcement should register at washowpp.org to access essential client information. CareTrack protocol is essential. Upon discovery of a CareTrack client missing, the caretaker is to call 911. Dispatch verifies the reported missing subject is a CareTrack client in good standing via the Wandering Prevention Program app. Patrol supervisors may also verify subject's status. If the client is verified, CareTrack trained officers, deputies, along with Washoe County Search and Rescue will be dispatched. Search and Rescue or the patrol supervisor will request Raven if available. Patrol supervisors will coordinate response of CareTrack trained officers, deputies, and request assistance from other agencies if needed. Standard protocol for a missing endangered person will be followed per agency's policies if it has been determined that the missing person has ventured outside of the tracking range or the transmitter has failed to produce a radio frequency. Upon completion of the search, Washoe County Search and Rescue will complete app update information. Patrol supervisors will handle all media relations.
Hi, my name's Dom LeBlanc. I work for the Washoe County Sheriff's Office in Search and Rescue. I'd like to talk a little bit about the Wandering Prevention Program. Some important things to remember when talking about these individuals is the fact that they take medications which are essential to their lives. When they become lost, they can easily become victims of crime. And as you know, as time elapses during one of these searches, the more difficult it is to return them to their families safely. As time develops, the search area expands exponentially and it becomes more and more difficult to contain that area. The search and rescue team has over 140 volunteers, and in any individual call we can put out 20 to 40 volunteers plus air support in a very short amount of time to respond to your call. This is a free service to your agency. We are available 24/7, and please remember, when one of these individuals becomes lost, time is of the essence. We can respond very quickly with a large number of personnel to assist you with your needs.
Thank you for the generosity of your time.